Man, I thought our starters did not bring the energy. This is probably a worse basketball game overall, and we did it in spurts. We weren't very good to start the game. We weren't very good to start the third quarter. I thought that the guys coming off the bench, they did a great job. Tyler gave us great minutes. I thought Garrison, Trey, even Kevin, Alex, Mo. I mean, I can go down. Tosan was really good for us out on the floor, and they didn't really do anything tricky. They were just in the right spot defensively. They tried to play the way that we've been playing throughout the preseason, every day in practice, and it showed at times to be very good basketball. Offensively, again, we didn't do anything different when that second group came in. The guys just spaced the floor. They tried to play with pace. It wasn't there all the time, but they tried to do it. They tried to touch the paint, space the floor the right way, and get off it at the right times. A couple of times we over-dribbled here and there, but we have to do better collectively we needed to do better collectively as a unit when it came to doing the little things, starting with boxing out. We weren't great at it. Defensively, we weren't great in our shifts, and we've been pretty darn good in those two areas so far, but we weren't great in our shifts, and that's why guys are rolling down the paint and catching the ball and getting lobs and dunking it and all that other stuff. Great film to learn from, because we made a lot of mistakes that have been uncharacteristic of who we are so far. Even in practice, we've played a lot better than this in terms of understanding what we're trying to do offensively and defensively. But great learning experience. We'll all grow from it and hopefully take a step forward instead of just thinking we took a step backwards because we didn't play well tonight.
Coach, you've had to coach against McBride in your career out there. Now that you have him on your team, what are you learning about Deuce's game?
He's the guy that can go get a shot offensively at any time. He's really good three-point shooter, whether it's off the dribble or with his feet set. And then defensively, you feel him on that end of the floor. He has the ability to impact the game defensively by picking up and not trying to steal the basketball, but just turning the ball, making our opponents work into the shot clock a little bit. And, he's going to have to do that when he comes out on the floor, try to change the game in that regard. And he's more than capable of doing it because he's athletic and explosive.
I know you didn't want to play, or originally planned to play Gershon at center. But was today kind of like before the game you said that he's facing the biggest learning curve, Stephen's learning curve. Was that a reinforcement today of what you saw from him?
Yeah, so like I said before, Gersh and Cat, moving them from moving them back and forth from the 4 and the 5. It's going to take them both some time, and we've been playing Gersh at the 4 a little bit more than the 5 prior to tonight. But I thought it was a great opportunity for him to get a lot of time at the center position, and it's tough for him. And I thought, he was thinking a little too much, which is going to happen, and it kind of brought his game to a halt in other areas. I thought in the second half, his energy, his activity was a lot better. He started to feel a little bit more comfortable in the second half, but like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for him. But again, it was good to see how he played in the first half compared to how he played in the second half.
Extended minutes too for Gaudier. What did you make of what you saw from him?
Pac was good in spurts. I thought he took the right shots offensively. I thought on his snap drives, when he made quick decisions with it, I thought at times he got a little too deep with the basketball. And, we want to make quick decisions with the ball on the perimeter. Kevin, in the second half, Kevin caught it on the wing, kind of in front of their bench, and he held it, and then he danced with it. And shot clock's going down. We ended up taking a tough shot. And then we talked to him because there was a timeout in between. 3 plays later, he caught it on the far wing across from their bench. And he just snap drove it, and because the defense was closing out, he made a quick decision. He got to the paint, and I think he ended up scoring it. And so trying to get our young guys to not hold it, because the more you hold it, that's the more the defense settles in. It's going to be a big thing. And I thought at times Pac did that offensively. And then at times, he got a little lost defensively, but that's expected for a young guy.
No, sorry, Mike. This is kind of off topic, but I've noticed that sometimes you have your assistants kind of lead the huddle out of a timeout. Have you always done that, and what's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I've done it quite a bit. I did it in Sacramento. Actually, I got it from Steve. When I was with Steve in Golden State, I led the huddle multiple times during multiple games, and throughout the course of a game, probably almost 90% of the time, I was the defensive coordinator there. I didn't even tell him what I was about to tell the guys defensively, He had that much trust in me, and it helped me grow, and it's helped save his voice and gave the players another voice to hear. And so I did it in Sacramento, and I liked it. And I'm going to try it here. Our offensive coordinator is Chris Chen. Our defense coordinator is Brendan O'Connor, BOC. And both those guys, as well as everybody else, they've done a fantastic job coaching. And so to give them an opportunity during games is something that I'm going to do.
What do you think is that next step for Coleman to be a more consistent player?
Just getting minutes at the, at that. Well, I think the G League is fantastic for anybody. So whether he's getting minutes there or he's getting minutes with us, just getting minutes in general is going to be great for him, because he's a really young guy, and he's got a chance to be really, really good, especially at his size, and he could do a lot of things with it. And so just getting playing time.
Any thoughts on what you've seen from Tyler in camp and tonight?
I thought Tyler was great, just from the standpoint of trying to bring a little pace to the game, and then defensively trying to bring some energy and talking. Like, he tried to take a charge. We got on him because when we were in Abu Dhabi, he had a chance to take a charge and kind of moved out the way. And this time he at least tried to take it to chest, and he moved at the last second. And, he knows he did it, but again, for me, it's a great step from seeing the opportunity at Abu Dhabi, and tonight he actually tried to take the hit. And so now hopefully we'll go from there, and he'll take a couple of hits. But being a smaller guy, you've got to sacrifice your body, and I think he knows it. But his pace was great for us offensively. He touched the paint, he sprayed it with big spray team. He tried to get to respace after he got off it. And then, like I said, defensively, he tried to talk and bring energy. I thought he was really good, and we really didn't do anything different for him. We just played the way we've been playing all the preseason.